Well, it's that time of the year, Q4, and this one thing is getting harder and harder to do, and it happens every year. But let's talk about that here on the other side. So, without any further ado, let's go. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. This is John with Flippin' Ain't Easy. And the lifeblood of your eBay business is one thing, and that is sourcing. If you're not buying, if you don't keep enough inventory to keep listing as often as you can, it's going to be tough to be consistent with your sales and have consistent flow of revenue and money hitting your bank account. And I'm with liquidation, it seems like a lot of people gravitate towards liquidation, buying different things in liquidation. I've been buying a lot of things at yard sales. Had a good yard sale weekend on Saturday. Spent a good couple $100, but got a lot of good stuff, I think, here. But, you know, like with liquidation, which is the majority of the stuff that I buy throughout the year, I can usually get good deals from January till I'd say mid to late October. But once we hit November, month of November is tough when it comes to getting good deals with liquidation. I don't know about you guys, anybody out there who buys liquidation, but even just looking at like some sites where they had pallets for sale, and I keep an eye on the pallets online, even though I haven't bought one in over a year now. But for me, it's just trying to keep my inventory steady, and November is tough. So that's why for me, I really got to get a head start and get a lot of extra inventory in October, by October. Otherwise, it's too late. It's too late for good deals for reselling. Now, going to yard sales, people looking to get money. Maybe they want money so they can buy Christmas presents, holiday gifts, and you're likely, chances are likely that you're going to find a deal. But you know, this time of year for many, yard sales are not even happening because it's just too cold. And in Vegas, we went down 2 weeks ago. We had 60 published yard sales. Now, my guesstimate is for every yard sale in the yard sale app out here, there's about two that aren't published. So we had at least 150 yard sales throughout the Vegas Valley. A lot, because I'm driving around seeing yard sale signs left and right. Well, that went down to about 37 published yard sales. So I'd say it went down to about 90 citywide. And with that said, there was a couple of community yard sales, so it kind of pumps up the number a little bit. But out here, I guess what I'm trying to say is out here in Vegas, we get yard sales pretty much year round. Our winter, for you guys, winter shuts everything down for yard sales. Our winter is the summer. So when we hit, you know, July, August, it's too hot. People don't want to be out, even in their garage. A lot of people have the yard sales in their garage because there's not a lot of green. You don't have yards out here like you do other places in the country. It's just, you know, everyone's kind of packed in the city, and your only place to do yard sales. Now, I'm fortunate enough to have a driveway, but the last place I lived out here didn't have one. It was just, you know, your house and then your garage and then the roadway that you know, goes between the houses. So some people have to have it in their garage, and you're in the garage when it's 120 degrees outside. It's miserable. It sucks. I've tried it, done it, and it's not fun. So for us, we just don't have yard sales in the summer. So I guess we're fortunate to have another outlet to get inventory, and whereas other people aren't. And this video is not about me. It's about you. If you're selling, if you're a full-time seller, even a part-time seller, and you're doing this year round, and you're finding that, there's no yard sales to go to. What do I do in my local area? Well, you might have problems. And that's why online liquidation, there's still opportunities out there, but for me, it's just dead. Of course, I have something local here hooked up, works for me, and I'm going to continue riding that train. But I'm finding that just within the stuff that I'm used to buying, some of the same stuff, it's gone up like, I'd say 2 to 3 times what I would buy it for. Now, I still maintain that you should use some type of formula so you're not overspending, because if you're trying to buy merchandise, it is very tempting, especially when prices are going up, to overspend, because you just got to have that item Otherwise, you're not going to have anything to sell. I get it. But you got to leave enough meat on the bone so that you can do things like markdown sales, coupons, take an offer from someone who's looking for a deal. So that item that I'm used to getting for $2, now it's only I'm getting it for 10, and I sell it for 30 or 40. I could still buy it, but I'm not going to have as much room to work with, and I'm probably going to let a lot of those pass and let someone else get them, to be honest with you. I'll let someone else overspend and just try to allocate my sources somewhere else, like some yard sale stuff, and try to get lucky that way. That's just the way I look at it. So my hands are in different pots right now, just trying to find inventory. That's going to be my biggest challenge here. And then guess what? It's going to be sort of like the effect that we get during the summer months, where I'm traveling to California on Thanksgiving. And of course, that's going to be what? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, come home Sunday. 4 days of where I'm not really going to be in tune with the business. Yeah, I'll have my app, but I'm not going to be listing new items. I might have things launching, but it almost seems to me that eBay knows when I'm not home. When I leave the state, my sales just die, even when I have listings scheduled to launch. And it's just the strangest thing for me. So I don't know how that's going to go. I'm hopeful that we're going to have a very good Black Friday weekend in sales. Historically, it's been pretty solid, but what is this Q4 going to show? Now, I don't know what your sales have been lately. My sales have been very solid since the 9th of November. Very solid. Even today, I took half the day off to go play a round of golf with a local friend here. And I got home in the afternoon and I was at almost $400 in sales. And it's like, okay, awesome. It gets me fired up to just get out here and list some more. And I'm hopeful that the sales train is going to keep going, but I need to keep consistent and have consistent inventory, consistent activity into my account on a daily basis to keep that level of success happening, because I think it's easy to fall off for a couple reasons. You don't have the inventory, maybe the yard sales aren't happening, you really don't have much to list, and or you've got so much going on. You got family, you got friends. This is the time of year coming up that the distractions start happening. I have friends coming in from New Mexico, I think Texas, California, in the month of December for an event called Cowboy Christmas. It's a big event where they have 3 convention centers filled up with nothing but cowboy exhibits and things for sale that are like Western, cowboy, country Western. They have NFR, the rodeo that comes out here. They have a lot of like the George Strait concerts. It's a big, big event. People travel from all over the country and actually all over the world to come out here. It's like a 2-week event where they have different things happening at the different convention centers, and it sort of ends with the national finals of rodeo. That's NFR. The main event is here in Vegas. So friends that are going to be in town, they're going to be wanting us to come out to wherever they're at and hang out, eat, gamble, do the little things at the convention centers, and go to the concerts. There's like some other, I think we're going to an Elvis concert. It's not my cup of tea, but of course it's more about the people that are coming out here we want to hang out with than it is the concert or anything like that. So distractions, that's going to be another problem. So how are you going to navigate through your distractions? How are you going to navigate with low inventory? It's all that type of thing that happens here in the middle to end part of Q4. And I guess I'm behind the 8 ball because I haven't built up extra listings, extra scheduled listings, and I'm going to have to work my tail off here over the next week before we depart out to California to get these extra listings done. So that's what I'm going to be doing. What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? Is it going to impede your ability to get more stuff listed? Because if the sales are out there, people are buying, you don't want to stop listing. This is the time of year you want to get more stuff up if you can. So I want to know what your thoughts are on this subject down below. But it's that time of year. It's going to happen next year. It's going to happen the year after that. It's just the way it is, guys. People kind of get into panic mode when it comes to buying stuff, and they tend to bump up some of the prices. And that's what I see every year. But that's all part of the business, and just yet another example of how flipping ain't easy. And YouTube thinks you're going to like one of these videos, so check them out. And check out the eBay Power Hour podcast bonus cuts segment that we just launched on the eBay Power Hour podcast channel. And until next time, guys, have a great rest of your day.